Alright, so in this video I'm going to be going over the ball guild boss for this week, so let's jump right into it. For our team, we're going to be using Soy, Leon, Ryuji. For our Wonder Personas, we're going to be using Jigukuten. Make sure you have Rakunda and Tarakaja on him. For our second persona, we're going to be using this guy. You don't have to do anything on him. I recommend adding HP boost to make sure you have enough HP to use this attack. I'll explain later on in the video, but the only thing we're going to be using on him is this first skill, so you don't have to do anything. Third persona, we're going to be using Yanosick. Make sure you have Rakunda on him. For our revelation sets, on Soy, we're going to be using Torch and Control. On Ryuji, we're going to be using Meditation and Courage. And on Leon, we're going to be using Trust and Prosperity. I forgot to mention this, but you're supposed to have Resolve and Labor on Futaba, so make sure you have that. We're going to be using Futaba as our navigator if you want to use Phoebe, Wind, or Okyann. I'll have their rotations down in the description below, so if you want to, you could go check that out. As for the first one, we're going to be using Rakunda. On Soy's turn, use his gun, make sure keep shooting until you get the defense down. And for the defense down, also on the boss, like the special effect for this week, I'd recommend to have above 10. So right here I have 14, so it's a good spot to be at. On Leon, use skill 2 on Ryuji. And Ryuji skill 3. Tab is going to be up, so we're going to use skill 1. And I'm going to use Tarakaja on Ryuji. We're going to use skill 2 on Soy. Now we use Ryuji highlight. Now we use skill 3 on him. The Tao is going to be up. We're going to use skill 3 on Ryuji. He's actually not going to attack this turn because obviously you have to wait the next turn for him to attack. But the debuff that gets applied is for this turn and the following turn. So this right here, this applies for this turn and the next turn. So that's why we're using that. Now we switch to our second persona and use skill 1. Also use skill 3 to make sure we survive this turn. Use skill 2 on Ryuji. And skill 3. Okay, so right here I want to mention, if Wonder gets hit, I'd recommend to restart if you don't have enough HP. At the turn after this one, we're going to use skill 1 again. There's a chance that you won't have enough HP to use it, so if you get hit and you don't have enough HP to use it on the next turn, just restart. Best case scenario is Ryuji gets hit again on the follow-up. The lower HP he is, the more damage he does, so yeah, if Winner gets hit and you don't have enough HP, just restart. So on this turn, we're going to use Yanosick, use Rakunda. Just some technical stuff. It actually is better, instead of using Soy's gun and getting the defense down from that, you should instead use skill 2 and get the defense down from that. And then the following turn, use gun, just use all the ammo and make sure you get the defense down debuff. And then the following turn after that, use skill 2 again, but the rest is fine. Use Ryuji's highlight after that, and then use Leon's skill 3, and then Ryuji auto-fires. The reason why you want to do that is because it actually does give you a slightly better score instead of using gun and then skill 2, skill 2. So use skill 2, then gun, and then skill 2 to end it. That's why you use gun, just use the rest of it. Make sure you get the defense down effect for sure. Now Leon's skill 3. Now it's going to be up again, we're going to use skill 1. And now use Leon highlight on Ryuji.
ペルソナ自覚点ペル
This
ナボク
looks, our second persona, use skill 1.
いただいていく
On Soy, use skill 2.
アンドロン行くぜペルソナ
Skill 2 on Ryuji.
誰かが
いた
And again, skill 3.
ぶっ放せ決めんぞペルソナ行くぞまだまだ
Utaba, use skill 3 on Ryuji.
私の
This time the debuff, the main debuff is going to be applied.
どれどれ
That's what we're using that.
矢野氏自覚点
Switch back to Jigokuten and use Tarakaja on
いただいて
Ryuji.
いくアンドロン
Use skill 2 again.
行くぜペルソナ
チャージ
Highlights
完
up,
了
so
だ
now use Ryuji highlight.
力を
Ends
示
the
せ
turn, use skill 3 on
英雄
Ryuji.
亭封印解除ペルソナしよう引くわけねえだろクソが
I got 51 mil. This should, as far as I am able to tell, this is like the best rotation that you could use for using a Ryuji team. If you don't have a second persona, there's really not much of a substitute, to be honest. I'd say just use Dionysus and use Rebellion whenever he attacks. But yeah, this is the best rotation I was able to find. Again, if you want to use Phoebe or Wind, I'll have their rotation down in the description below. And yeah, that's pretty much it.